And I remember getting so nervous, man. I went to go see Randy Couture. And I'm like, because I was in Randy's corner when he lost to Chuck the last time. And Randy took it just so well, so cool. He was so cool, calm, collected the whole time. You know, just super, super cool demeanor Randy had. So I go downstairs and see Randy. And as soon as I get to his door, I'm just like, he's like, so what's going on, bud? And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm rolling around on this bed like, oh my God, he's gonna fucking kill me tomorrow. He's gonna fucking kill me tomorrow. And I'm nervous. And I'm like, man, I'm nervous. And Randy's looking at me just rolling around on his bed like a little kid. And he's like, look, he says, you know what the problem is? He says, you need to make friends is the worst outcome. You need to understand that no matter what happens tomorrow, your family's still gonna love you. The sun is still gonna rise and you can get another opportunity to do this. So you need to make friends is the worst outcome. And I just thought about what he said. It was just so simple. It was such a simple message. And I was like,
though. It was a wise message.
Yeah. And that night I went to my room and I stayed in the mirror and I looked in the mirror and I was like, every single time I had one of those thoughts that made me fearful, I was like, man, fuck it. I was like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I just kept saying it over and over again to myself in the mirror, and to the point where I was actually just like shouting in the mirror, like, I don't give a fuck. You know, and I shouted the nerves out of me. And then the next day I go to the arena, about ready to walk out. Coach Jackson's like, all right, you got your mouthpiece? I'm like, yeah, I got my mouthpiece. You got your cup? And I'm like, I think it's in my bag. And they checked my bag. My cup wasn't in the bag. So I just had my mouthpiece, no cup. And then he's like, you know what? Don't worry. Nate Marquardt just fought a couple fights. You can wear his cup.
Did you sniff it first?
Nah, the shit was soaking wet, man. He just fought. He just fought a 3-round fight. So I put on his wet cup and went out there and fought Chuck and some soggy, wet cup.
Did he say you can keep it afterwards?
Nah, he wanted that shit back. I wanted to keep it afterwards.
Was it a steel cup? Or was it one of those?
Nah, it was one of those
plastic ones you put in the jock strap.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was one of those when you put in the jock strap.
I don't see how y'all fight with that shit. I always fight with a steel cup.
I did too.